Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back with another video. And this one here is gonna be basically about. We're gonna touch base on the PiggyBank real quick, kind of have an idea of how that works, and sorry, I'm adjusting something real quick. There we go. We're gonna talk about the different ways to play the game of crypto. So, a lot of people are starting to get into crypto, right? And what is crypto? And it's my sole opinion, and this isn't any type of financial advice, this isn't any type of fact, it's just my sole opinion and my interpretation of what crypto is. It's a game, okay? A game. And let me explain why. Crypto is designed to be a form of currency that is decentralized and digital. Right? What does that mean? Decentralized, I believe, this is all my opinion, and the goal of crypto, decentralized means that it's not controlled by one entity. Like, for example, the US dollar, mostly controlled by the US government. However, and I'm in the wrong website here. It's used as a currency around the world, right? Crypto, being digital, is not just owned by, per se, a government. It's not a government money. Per se, and money, I mean, it's currency, right? It's not, there's a lot of different versions of crypto, and it's all designed to basically have a value, and the goal is to be equal in terms of buying power and usability as, like, the US dollar or the euro or the British pound, right? It is designed that in a way that it's public. The blockchains, right? Everything runs on some type of blockchain. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a type of internet, basically, address book where everything can be tracked. Every transaction can be tracked, right? So with that, there's obviously ways to move it around and swap it, everything, and make it untraceable, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So this is why I say it's a game, because as far as I know right now, the easiest way to get into some type of crypto is to take physical money, in my case, US dollars, and you convert it by buying a digital asset, and you buy whatever crypto you want. For example, pigs and dogs, drip, Bitcoin, things like that, right? So why do I think it's a game? Because it's so volatile. And what does that mean? Crypto is so unstable that it can go multiple different ways very, very easily, very, very quickly. Okay, we've seen crashes, we've seen moons, which are pumps, we've seen the dumps, everything, we've seen it all. Okay, and that just made it sound kind of naughty. Whereas, like, the dollar, even though we are printing a lot of money right now and inflation's high and everything, it doesn't swing on the same level, at least the US dollar and the euro and the pound, that crypto can. I mean, crypto will gain 50% of its value or 200% of its value in 24 hours and end up losing it in 6 hours. The dollars and the pounds and all that don't do it. So the majority of the world does not use crypto. It is a small percentage that use crypto. And to this day, I don't think there's anywhere in the world you can go and strictly be straight digital cryptocurrency. You are converting some type of flat money, fiat money, into a digital asset. And for most places, you're converting it back to buy things. I don't know anywhere I can walk in and pay my rent with Dogecoin, turn around and buy food with Dogecoin, turn around and buy gas with Dogecoin, turn around and pay my medical bills with Dogecoin, get my meds with Dogecoin, or Bitcoin or anything like that, all without having to convert it back to some type of fiat currency like a dollar, the US dollar, right? So why am I saying this? Okay, that's all what all I'm trying to get to is that it's a game, right? It's still a game. It's a very fun game, and you can actually turn around and make money off of it. I'm not saying you can't buy anything like that with Doge or Bitcoin. It's just that the people you're buying things and people you're transacting with aren't accepting it. They're accepting, for the most part, a fiat currency. So you've got to turn around and convert it back, right? And earlier I just said, or a little bit ago, I just said most of the ways to get in it is like converting currency. Even if you turn around and start mining a crypto and you start selling it because it appreciates in value, because that's what the whole goal is, mine something, hope it appreciates in value, so therefore you're making it and you're turning around and adding value to it. Even though if you do that, you still need physical money to get started, right? So we're a long ways away from crypto becoming as common as the dollar, the pound, anything else, the peso, and I just say that I'm Mexican. I butchered that. Sorry. Disculpame. Anyways, what I'm getting at is it's a game, right? If you're smart, you can turn around and put that back in your pocket and get your money up right now. I know of a way right now to take this $139 and make it into physical cash. And basically, they would drip. It took me cash to get to here, but it can be done. So it's a possibility, right? Why am I bringing this up? Because, for example, when it comes to drip and the Forex projects, there's different ways to play. The ultimate goal is to convert money into crypto, to multiply it tremendously, and convert it back into money. Like, US dollar to whatever coin, back to US dollar, multiplied 300, 400, 500 times plus, right? That is what most everybody that's in these projects is doing, one way or another. And almost everybody has a different way to play it. So, I'm going to show you 3 different people. And based off of what I know about them, I'm going to give you 3 different ways that they are doing just that. Taking physical cash and making it into even bigger amounts of cash. Piles upon cash, right? That's the game they choose to play. And you're going to see how I'm playing my game. None of this is real until it's in your bank account. So, let's get started. Right now, we know the story. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know exactly how I got here. Been watching drip from a buddy of mine. Didn't know what it was until I heard it from someone else. I found a YouTube video from someone else, and I gotta close this real quick because I was in a party and he's gonna come back. That dumbed it down for me, and then I got in. Even though my buddy was talking about it, and I'll give you mine. This is a buddy I've been talking on Facebook for a while, and I haven't seen him and talked to him physically in a while. So it's not like it just intrigued my interest or piqued my interest and be like, hey, yo, bro, what's up? How do you get in this? I was just like, let's see. It looked too complicated, and realistically, it's not, right? Anyways, I got in. Found some old crypto in my Ledger wallet that didn't do anything in 2 years. Literally sat and didn't appreciate, barely depreciated, and it was like $200, and then I matched it with another $200 out of my pocket, and then later, through some messing with the farm, I ended up putting another $300-400 into it, and physically in drip out of my pocket, I'm less than $1,000, not including any gas fee money, which is Binance Coin money. If I were to add how much money I've probably pulled physically that I've earned from a regular job and put it in here, I'm probably no more than $1,200, okay? Give or take a few bucks here and there. But, okay, what does that mean? Okay, that's just how I got in, right? And as you can see, now my pot is worth almost $1,200 or $12,000, okay? Now, yes, it would take 100 plus days of letting it sit here to get the $12,000 out. Yes, if I let it sit for a full year, I'm going to have, I don't know, let's do the math real quick. At the current price, 44 times 89, $44,000, and there's tax and everything. Doesn't matter, right? As we know, I've compounded. Now, when I go here and you see this, I chose to buy and get into the do the steps necessary to build a team. Now, I didn't go solicit a team, but I thought, well, just in case, since I'm making YouTube videos and put my buddy address out there, people join, I have been able to amass a team, right? Now, there's 24 people directly under me. Physically, personally, and professionally, I know 7 of them. Everyone else, I have no clue. I'm sure I could go through the YouTube comments and find a couple of you and match names, but the truth is, all of this is from people that have used my buddy code, and I do appreciate that, because I wouldn't be here yet without them. I'd be somewhere probably closer to half. Probably closer to 100. If I think about it, because there's some people that got in with about the same amount of money I did, and they've just now hit 100. So wouldn't be too far off. But anyways, that's how I've got here. I'm not out here soliciting people, trying to get people to join my team. I've got in with less than $1,000 physically out of my pocket, and here's where I'm at. In 10 days, I can get the money I put in out already. I already have once, and as you can see, I've got some sitting here. So I'm in what's called the profit zone, what I'm calling the profit zone, okay? That's how I played it, how I'm playing it. I'm compounding, and then people join me, thank you. That's it, right? Others are doing it a little differently. For example, Stunner Breezy. He got in way before the general public even knew about this thing. He got in on the pre-sale. Only a select few got in. And yeah, he also amassed a team by posting info on YouTube. I haven't gone through his YouTube channel to see what other cryptos he's in, other than the ones he's mentioned within the drip videos that I've watched. But obviously this guy is a pro, or as close to a pro in the crypto space, compared to me being a amateur. Right? Amateur, whatever. The one thing we have in common is that we both, to some degree, have figured out YouTube. And actually, the other two guys to talk about, there's different levels of their YouTube that they're also picked up. So this is what you call the extreme level, and then you've got me, which is the very beginner level, right? In between that, you've got people like Dre, which I've mentioned the channel. It's the buddy I was telling you about that told me about it a long time ago. Or didn't tell me directly, just mentioned in the group we were all in, and not a lot of people paid attention until recently. But he, if you ever get him on, and actually he's in his videos, he said it, he's only physically out of his pocket $500. But he's also been doing crypto for a while, right? But the point is, he's only in $500. I don't know where Stunner put in physically out of his pocket, or if he was even out of his pocket, but you've got the homeboy Dre here, which at this point, let's see how many coins a day he gets. Okay. He earns 53 coins a day in drip. Okay. Off of 500. Most of his big pot, besides just compounding for 7, 8, 9 months now, 10 months, is that people have joined and got him. Now, Dre, on the other hand, most of his people are people that reached out to him and said, get me on. Okay? Yeah, I'm sure he's picked up some from YouTube. I'm in here somewhere because the guy I'm under is under him. So I bring in 24 people under me under this tab. And actually 37 or whatever I have. Yeah, 37 because... Anyways, long story short is that's three different ways of how people got in, right? Their strategy. He's not on here saying use my buddy code. He just has it in here. Very rarely does Dre say, hey, this is how you do it, use my buddy code. Just like me. However, he personally, when people hit him up, or did before, he was getting people on, right? That was his strategy. I've helped a few people on, but I'm not going out of my way to help, to go and bring a bunch of people in. Everyone's got a different method of doing it. Then you got Jonathan here, and I'm pretty sure that's his name. in the month I've been following him, he went from 10,000 to 60,000, and he put 10,000 out of his pocket. He mentions in his video he's at 60,000. This man around now is getting 7 coins a day. Okay, 7 coins a day. Look at his team. Matter of fact, his team is bigger than Dre's team. Now you're probably wondering, well, how come he's not surpassing Dre in what he's pulling in? Well, here's why. I think, my personal opinion, is that most of his team members got in last month, okay? When drip has been high. Where most of Dre's people got in when drip was 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. In between when I got in and I started making videos. See the difference there? What does that mean? That means that for everybody that's putting $1,000 under Jonathan's team, now they're getting 9, 10 coins in their deposit. Everybody did $1,000 when it was during Dre's time, when he was picking up most people, when the price was 20, 30, they were getting 20, 30 coins. So they have more of a head start, right? You see where I'm going with this? I have no doubt in my mind that in another month, this is going to be at 200,000. Regardless if he adds another couple hundred here or not. Now, he has his own thing on how to get in there. He's got good cause. He's letting it build up, and he's quote-unquote sending drip to places all over the world to drill for wells for fresh water. I don't know the guy personally. I take it at face value. Looks like he's doing some good stuff. But he's got a whole different way of doing things, right? He's got his own private group he's starting on Discord. Stunner's got his own private Telegram and Discord. As far as I know, Dre doesn't. Maybe he does. I got to text back to somebody. There's different ways to play it, right? The only thing we all have in common is that we're in the ecosystem and we're making YouTube videos out of it. Now, in the case of Jonathan, he's almost at 10,000 subscribers. In this channel he has here has only been out a month. I've got 200, and I've been doing YouTube videos since December. What does that mean? A, his videos are a lot nicer than mine are, and he explains things a lot better, and he's really good at math compared to me. And B, he's a professional YouTuber. He says it himself. So he knows what to do, how to do it, to promote his videos. I don't. I'm doing this as a hobby. Dre isn't a professional YouTuber. But you don't have to be, right? You don't have to be that. You don't have to build a team. Okay? This guy right here just added 3 people under him after he was already at 100. He was playing solo and people were like, let me get in. He was pushing people under mine. I didn't know who he was, who they are, but I was like, yo, bro, appreciate it, but buy yourself some BR34P, get your rewards. And he did it, right? So that's a different mentality, right? And he's surpassed me already. He came in with more original capital, but he did the calculations. He's going to be at 1,000 coins before September. I'll probably be there before October. What does 1,000 coins get you? Well, when you have 1,000 here, 4 digits here, this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 10 coins a day. I'm happy with 10 coins a day at the current price. It's $800. But if for some reason the price is $800 per coin, that's $8,000 a day. 10's a good number to me. Heck, if I got to Dre's number, it'd be a great number. Was he getting 53 coins a day? Stunner was getting 400 to 500 coins a day. Yeah, you maxed out, but do the math. There is no bad time to get in on it because it's going to go up. the last couple videos we've talked about, and as a matter of fact, both Jonathan and Stunner, and even Dre, have mentioned the benefit of Stunner's video and his explanation of his account hitting 100 grand. And so has Forex himself and almost every other person that is big in the space has brought up how the biggest whale is technically out on the main account. Right? Now, Stunner wasn't always dumping the money back in, right? The coins back in. I wouldn't be surprised he's collecting it and waiting for the big paydays when these coins hit 8, 9, 700, 1,200, 3,000, 2,000, whatever it's going to be. It's the sky's the limit on that, right? So that brings me to something else. The launch of the PiggyBank. Okay, so the PiggyBank is going to be basically you lock in your coins. My coins here are 19 LP coins, right? Not 19 pigs, it's just what I gave me. But I lock it in, you pick what you can do, and as you can see here, you can stake it for a year, 6 months, 3 months, 2 to 4 weeks. Depends on if you can stake it longer. The longer you stake that, the more it's worth at the end. And it's going to spit out. It's a garden, basically. It's a version of the garden, but with time lock. Right now, I go into the garden, I compound a bunch of coins or seeds, right? And I get plants, and eventually 8 plants make an LP token, and so on. This is going to be a similar scenario, except for it's got a time lock. The longer you lock it out, or you lock up the money, the more you get, right? So, for example, Dre on this video here, on one of his videos here, he well, let's see if we can find said video. Won't be hard. He's in on Hex, and I was gonna get on Hex, but then I was like, that seems complicated, and I'm sure it isn't. But look, Forex took the best things of Hex and the best things of the Drip and Animal Garden and made the PiggyBank. But basically what you do is, look at this right here. Hex has been going on for a while now, right? Back in December 21st, it was in existence for 660 some odd days or whatever, 639 odd days, whatever. This is a time lock, right? From 660 to 750, Dre has locked in Hex and has been able to compound at a slower rate and let it build up. And I think in this video, he staked 100 some odd dollars for like 9 years, some weird shit like that. Look, and he's pulling out right here the Hex that he staked like a year ago or 8 months ago. It's just, you're locking it, right? You're locking it. Okay? So the PiggyBank, you're going to do the same thing. You pair up a pig with the equal amount of BUSD. This is where it gets tricky. As you can see, I know I have less pigs now. I had 10. Then I had 8. Now I got 6. Sold a pig to get the BUSD to make a pig. I can do it 3 more times. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to see how this works. But a lot of people are going to pull their pigs out of here and lock them in over here to make more money that way. And that's also going to drive the price up, because when you lock it up, you can't change it. I mean, you could pull it out, but you're not going to get the rewards, right? But Forex said on his phone call today that it's going to spit out more BUSD because there's going to be less in the piggy pen. In the pig pen, these names are so crazy. The pig pen pays you out in BUSD. The more pigs you own, the more BUSD you make, right? Well, if everybody pulls theirs out, you're the one that has the most in there, you're going to get a bigger portion of the cut, or the pie, right? So It's all just money recycling itself and multiplying itself. All it is. On the piggy bank, you're going to get piglets and truffles and a bunch of little stuff, and all it is basically you're going to get rewards by staking it. And when people join you, and you're supposed to pay them, and there's a ways that you don't pay yourself because there's a deposit fee, and if you put people under yourself, you put yourself under yourself, you're going to end up paying more in deposit fees than you are going to get in interest back. So right? A bunch of different stuff, right? So why am I bringing this up? Well, all I'm going to do is drop my referral link in the comments. I'm not asking you to join mine. I'm not going to give you anything. Watch this, though. Dre's already did that. I'm clicking his link tomorrow and putting my tokens in his bank, okay? And his link, so he can get a reward because he's actually going to be paying deposits. He's going to basically pay a reward, but he's going to lock it in for you. You can't touch it for X amount of time. And knowing Dre, it's going to be long. Why? Because he's going to want the biggest dollar. And this man is generous as fuck. There goes the monetization. A couple weeks ago, he did a random raffle. And the person that won, wink, wink, got a lot of drip. Wink, wink. That's his thing. He's there. I'd love to be there, but it requires a lot more work. So I'm not going to promise you anything. Instead of me just going in here and just putting it here, I'm going to put it under him because we're both going to benefit. Even if he doesn't give me anything, it's still a benefit to use the referral links, right? You got to get in one way or another. However, unlike the Faucet, where you absolutely need to use a referral link, aka the buddy code, on these you don't. But since I know him, he's a buddy, I'm going to use his link. If you want to use mine, fine. If you want to use his, fine. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to drop all the links in my description, my referral links, my buddy codes, because you know what? A lot of people are going to watch these videos, and maybe somebody out there likes the content I provide. And they understand I'm not buying them. I'm not soliciting them. I'm just showing you how I'm playing this crypto game. And they're going to be like, screw it. I'm going to drop it up in there. Because guess what? I keep saying guess what like y'all going to guess. I'm not even talking to y'all. But out of the 24 direct people under me, only 7 know me personally. The other, there's the math, 17. Yeah, I got that right. Watch the video and use my link. And I'm hoping each and every one of you out there, this is working for you and you get your original money out and much, much more. Okay? I hope you don't lose the faith, but understand that at any time this could go away. So that's why I dropped my link in there. I showed you 4 different ways that people got in on this. Everybody's strategy is different. The ultimate goal is to take physical money, convert it to a digital asset, to multiply it, God knows how many times, to turn around and bring it back into physical money to help you live in the physical world a little better. Everybody's goal here. Even Jonathan with his wells, guess what? He's still going to take profits. Stunner, rumor has he lives in Belize. That man can live in the States and live off nicely, but I bet he can live really, really good out there. The homeboy over here, well, if you know, you know. The Barter Town over here, they're doing their own thing. Scott, don't know who he is. He's doing his own thing. Everybody's strategy is different. We're all in this together, and we all need to be together. But you can play it on your own. You can bounce ideas off each other. So my links are in the description if you want to use me. I appreciate you. There's nothing going back in return yet. That could change someday. I hope it does change someday. But these 2 guys, they'll give you something. This guy will probably give you something worth more than physical money. Knowledge, because he's been doing it. Rumor has it Stunner was one of the original guys back in like 2016 to get in on crypto and all this whole mess of compounding and yield farming and all that stuff. I don't know who he is. I just started watching his videos a couple months ago. If that's true, damn, all I know is he's knowledgeable, and I've learned a lot from it. I've learned a lot from him. He dumbs it down better than I do. A lot better. It's not that hard. And Dre just go out there and get the bread. But everybody plays this thing differently, okay? There is no wrong way to play this. As long as you understand that whatever you put in, you got to be okay if things hit the fan and it goes completely south. What do you mean by completely south? Well, look at what we did recently. We were at almost $200, and now we're at 88. Things happen. We know where the world's at right now. We know all the tension in Far East Europe is affecting things, as well as everything else. But guess what? It'll pass. Right now, we're struggling to get back to 100. 6 months from now, we're going to struggle to get back to get over 400, maybe even more. For a while, they were struggling to get to 50. It's all good, but it could crash, right? It could always crash. So, if tomorrow the biggest rug pull happened with Drip, and turns out Forex has been lying to us for a couple years, and built this massive scheme, I'm okay losing until $100. I've already reimbursed myself. It is what it is. I had fun. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's always a 1% chance of anything happening, right? So there we go. Play the game how you want to play it, but more importantly, don't get in over your head. And if it stops being fun, get out. Okay? Get out. Do it for yourself. Do all the research that you can, even all the negative research. I didn't talk about this, haven't talked about it, but I went and looked at all the people that talked down on Drip. The one thing I realized was none of them made a really good point to me to say, I'm not doing it. I saw more positives than anything. So that's why I got in on it. After I saw that couple videos that really dumbed it down for me. So play your game how you want to play it. Make sure you have fun, and make sure you understand what the cost of this game is. All three guys that I mentioned, actually 5 or 6 because I remember I talked about these guys. Well, Tim's awesome, but he's not in Drip. He doesn't need to be. But the Barter Town, all of them, they all got knowledge. Everyone's got their own thing. But these three right here, I watch their videos every time they upload. No offense to Jonathan, he gets a little annoying sometimes, but especially with the AMAs, I think he really just wants to sit down with Forex, because when some people like sit down with Forex, he criticizes them a lot because of the dumbass questions they ask, and I agree with them, but sometimes it gets annoying. But hey, man, shout out to him. He's good stuff. I like what he's doing. I really do hope a lot of wells get made, but it's the internet. You never know. He might have more channels. I haven't looked into it, but he's doing a good job explaining things. Stunner was too. Stunner's intro kills me though, man. I feel cringy every time I hear the "What's going on, guys? Back with another one." But after that, if you get over that, it's actually pretty fun videos. I never play Dre's videos anymore because I don't know if there's copyright music in there. He don't care. I do though, because I'm a small channel and I'm trying to. I just seem to get banned off social media all the time. Not even for fun stuff, so I ain't trying to. That's why everything's muted. But play the game how you want to play it. Have fun. Drop your questions. If it seems like I ramble a lot, I don't do this professionally. This is all amateur level. I just know how to upload videos. I just don't know how to get traction on them. But I do know how to piece together a quick video and upload it. So that's all I got for now. Oh, we are going to compound. Sorry. I was waiting to... This is all within 24 hours, roughly. I want it. My goal now is there's a way for me not to compound exactly at 24 hours, but at least once a day, depending on the time of day, to make it so that I can get more than one coin, right? Like right now, we're going to have 34 coins. 134. I didn't even look at the gas fee no more. Just out of sight, out of mind. Right? So tomorrow, I somehow need to get to 1.8 to get 2 more coins. Right? So, I've done 375 transactions on the Binance Smart Chain Network since I started this whole thing back in November. The other guys have done thousands. So, like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's not. Keep fighting Ukraine. I'm staying with you. Honestly, wish I could go help you guys out, but well, really can't get involved right now yet, right? Plus, it's 2022. You would think somebody would make an Iron Man suit. I'd totally get in one and go F some shit up. But I guess the technology's not there yet. Unless it's CGI. I don't know, I'm just talking a lot of random shit right now. It's time to go to bed. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. We might be live tomorrow. Forex projects never launch on time. Ever. But I would like to be live. So, or at least a quick video as soon as it launches to see where we're at, and maybe we can see some of those price spikes. I do think the pigs are you're gonna see some big jumps, 50, 60, 70, $100 pretty easily, because that's usually what happens on those things. The coin in question usually gains a lot of value. So, all right, I'll catch y'all. See ya.